Hey guys, um, yeah, I meditated for like an hour or so. I was a little aggravated in those videos, but again, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it, guys. Like, if you just meditate for an hour, you'll be good, but like, you might get so busy, and so, when you meditate, it's almost like you do it for 10 minutes, but you get so busy with other stuff, so it's one of those things where you have to keep charging yourself. Because those negative frequencies can bring you back down. So, you know, unless when we make it out of this consciousness up to the next consciousness of the next dimension, heaven. And my hair's a little out of place. We don't have to we can meditate if we want to, but we'll be so high up. It'll be so positive and perfect. We don't even know. So, again, go to 741 hertz. Go to like 12,000 hertz. Our minds are different in how we adapt to it. There are frequencies within our mind, so we have to adapt to different things. Like, each one might not work the same for somebody else, but everybody's different. Positive frequencies do work, but it's all energy, and energy is constantly adapting. You see? All of its frequencies, so you have to constantly adapt to it, but it'll all work, but you have to keep changing things up. But don't look at it like, oh, it's not going to work. No, it will work. Everybody's so different, and maybe you won't have to. Maybe you listen to if you listen to like man, I don't like that. I'm trying to make videos and my mother keeps telling me to be quiet. Anyway, so basically, if you're meditating on let's say 12,000 hertz, you might not have to be able to adapt so much. Your mind might be able to just focus on one thing. Either way, you go to 432 hertz, start off small, I have links in the description. But yeah, I just meditated for like an hour and I feel amazing. But see, don't be afraid of the negativity you experience, because if you're somebody who has a really different mind, you're not going to be, that typical person. Things are going to be more complex, because in all actuality, things are more complex. It's not cut dry. Those negative frequencies won't enslave you. It's only when you haven't meditated, or when you can't just quit meditating and stop. Maybe you could, but it's a constant process. But yes, you will look at your eyes; they will be more lively. They will be more lively. But you might be dealing with other emotion that might dim your eyes. But it's very complex, but there is an overall definition within it. So, understand that, yeah. Let's see. What was I going to say? I just continue to meditate and don't stop. My teeth are getting lighter, aren't they? Yeah. Been using Crestwise strips. I gotta go more. So guys, I love you all. I love everybody. So again, when you experience negative emotions or negativity, I have one video describing that. Be aware of your emotions when you meditate. You're gonna experience negativity still. And there will be times where, you'll get aggravated. So, like, it's gonna be okay, alright? So, just keep meditating, and, don't look at it. It's not it's more complicated. It's simple, but it gets complicated. See how far you go determines, what level of wisdom you end up having. There's people that will say, Watch what you say and words define our reality. You know, that's true. No, they do. I already explained it in so many videos. And I'll just say it like this. Words are symbols, okay? In a way they don't matter. In a way it's an illusion, but it's just as real as they are an illusion. It's how you break it down. This is all vibration and frequency level. So really, this is all an illusion. It's meant for you to rise above it, so you can grow stronger from the matrix. But see, it's just as important though, you see? People can't quite catch on to that. They'll say, watch what you say and this, because, you know, that's true. But have you ever thought about the fact that words are symbols too? As I say again, in that respect. And how you build something up is what's going to, you know, execute it a certain way. You know? Okay? You see? I won't deny that if I call you a fucking idiot, or if I, you know, yeah, to somebody who did nothing wrong, you know, that can be rude. You see? Very rude. Yes, that is rude, obviously. But how do you know I was actually projecting hate onto you, you see? It doesn't make it right that I would just go up to somebody and call them a fucking idiot, you know? It wouldn't be right, of course. But what if I was using that to go up to somebody unknowingly and test them? Still wouldn't be right. Even if I didn't know it, because they weren't aware of it, you know? In a way. But that's the thing. You know, it depends on how right it would have been, you know, because, you know, it's the aspect of you shouldn't go up to random people that you don't know and say fucking idiot, right? And so that's not quite, that's wrong in its own respect. It's, wrongs are weighed in different levels, okay? That's true. But if that person were meditated, they wouldn't have to take that stuff seriously. They wouldn't have to let words get to them. You know? And just think, if that person were to have meditated, that person would have known that especially if I were to tell them, you know, even then if that person had their third eye open and could sense my energy and knowing I was testing them just to see if they would react, you know, and they were meditated, it would just be a test to see if they would let it get to them for the sole purpose if they could understand my energy and where I was coming from, you know, that I wouldn't even need to tell them if it could be that much known that I was just telling them, hey, are you going to react to this? To give them the point, to imply to them that they're just words, they're symbols, right? But they hold weight to them. It's how much you dress it up. If you start actually projecting hate onto people, because it's all energy, but how much do you build it up? How do you start? You can even show hate, but that can be a disguise too. You know, how real does it become? To the point where the energy manifests in itself for it to really be real. You see? So, that would be different. But it's how you build it up. It's how you build it up. Don't you understand that? So I would, when people say, watch what you say, they're right. But it's not as, you know, cut dry as they might think it is. I want you to start thinking and not be afraid to express yourself, but be yourself. Okay? Anyway, meditate, guys. Stay woke. Go vegan. I'm going vegan 2020. We weren't meant to eat meat. Human suffering, animal suffering is linked to human suffering. We're not meant to eat meat. Okay? Okay? Look at my teeth. We're herbivores, man. We're not meant to eat animals. Don't listen to those dumbasses. I'm telling you. Okay? Trust me, there are a lot of people who think they know what they're talking about, and they'll use big words, but they really don't know what they're talking about. What did John Lennon say? You don't want to chew in this fragment until something lingers. You don't want any matrices to be this whole one kin. Kin means, I can't think of the definition, but it's like in relation. You can't let any matrix, that's plural for matrix, you can't let any one box of a matrix be this whole one kin, because it's all related. You want the whole matrix? How can you let one box be the whole entire thing? It's like looking at one piece of the puzzle. You got to find out how it all connects. Anyway, guys, stay woke. 528 hertz to 432 hertz. I love you all. Stay woke.